Hey Cecil, Paul Heck with Canovia. I met you at the TCIA Expo in St. Louis and said I would send you a screencast showing you your website, what it's doing, what some of your competition's doing, how much search volume there is available for you where you work, and just show you some different things. There's a few things I wanted to point out on your website right now. It looks like you might have some broken plugins or something on it. I do see that it's not loading correctly, so that may be something you want to check in the short term. Several of those things look like they're not loading on that, so just want to make you aware of that first and foremost. But let's talk about like what does it take to get your site to rank, to move up in the search rankings for these keywords that people search for when they're trying to find, tree removal in your neck of the woods. So the three things that Google is looking for is content. It needs to be keyword rich. It needs to be enough content. We always recommend 1,500 words minimum on your homepage. That content needs to be, done in a way so that it's not that the AI can pick it up, that Google's algorithms can pick it up easily for those search terms. It needs to be educational. It needs to be. We need to really profile your team, and everything from great professional photography and stuff like that is really helpful to do that. It's not the photography part's not necessary that it be professional, but it always just looks a whole lot better. And I can give you some examples of that if you want to see those. But the content is the foundation piece that you got to have on your website, because if the words aren't there, Google's not going to pick you up, and they're not going to rank you very high for the specific search term, especially in a more competitive environment. The second thing are what we call backlinks. So these are like other websites out there that have a blog post or a news article or something, and in that content has that keyword in there that we're trying to rank for. And when you click on that keyword, it links back to your website. It passes some of that power from that website onto yours, and that is how Google starts to see you as more of the authority, pushes you up in the search ranking, and gets you really just a whole lot more stronger web presence. They're trying to rank you as the authority in the space. All of those things go hand in hand. That's the second piece of it, these backlinks. Third piece are citations. This is your name, address, and phone number listed on online directories. We want to look at how many your competitor has. We want to go above and beyond that, get more listings, make sure all of that name, address, phone numbers lines up, matches correctly across all of the internet. So that's the third piece of that. That's going to help strengthen not only your website, but your Google business profile. We do other optimizations on the Google business profile to help you rank in that map section and such. But let's go through and look at some of that. Just from looking at your site, there's just not enough content on it. I mean, you do have tree removal, stump grinding, some of your services listed, but you need content that actually supports that in a quantity and in a way that is useful to a client that's coming on to look at your services. Now, I just typed in tree service down in Georgia just to see who pops up. You've got a couple of guys running sponsored ads up here. We also run ad campaigns. These are the local service ads. The map section here is where your Google business profile is really your workhorse. It is somewhat location based, but your ranking is also depending on how strong your GBP is. Are you adding photos? Are you adding consistent posts? Those sort of things. Are you getting reviews? So those are all things that we would help you with on the GBP side. Now you've got a couple of these people I always ask questions down here. This is where starting to be AI is starting to pick up some of these questions and get you ranking for that. But like right now, 9 Oak is ranking number 1 and Total Tree Solutions is ranking number 2. So let's look at just how strong your website is right now, and we'll look at those competitors. So I've got you popped into this program called Ahrefs. It allows me to see just how strong your website is, how many backlinks you have, what quality those backlinks are, and then how much traffic you're actually getting. So you're getting 6 people hit your website every month. That's just really not enough to really make a difference. We got to get more traffic coming to your website, and that's done by getting more keywords listed and getting you to rank high for those keywords. Now, part of that is these backlinks come into play with strengthening this overall domain. So this, ideally this is going to be in the mid to high teens and or low 20s. And this URL ranking is going to be higher than where it is now on a specific page. So that is where I look at the strength of it, and we'll look at some of your competition too. What keywords are you being found for right now? So you do get 4 people have hit your site that are looking for tree removal Stockbridge, Georgia, and tree service Stockbridge, Georgia. So you can see that gets searched 20 times and 10 times respectively. So 30 searches just around those 2 keywords. There's another tree service Stockbridge, Georgia. That doesn't really show much volume on it right now, but it is being picked up by Google, so it may have had volume at one time. So I'm looking for keywords. How do we get volume of keywords onto your site, and what else is what can we do to bring you more traffic? Now let's look at 9 Oak. They've got great photography about profiling like their capabilities with all their trucks, their cranes, some of their equipment. They've got their team out here, got their big long bars out there. I mean, just kind of cool stuff showing just who they are from a standpoint of like, this is my team. They've got a great video on here showing again, things about their work and their, their safety methods and all of that. That is something that is good to profile as well. Google likes having a YouTube video link to it. If you look at just kind of their service area and stuff, they're getting some keywords on here. Not enough from what we like to see, but like having your team profiled in these authentic photos is very helpful. They've got some Google reviews showing up. And yeah, lacking on the content side, so that means they're sitting ducks for being beat by someone like us coming and helping you do that. Now let's just see what's going on their website. So they've got fewer backlinks coming from 39 domains, 1.2 on the DR, so a little bit stronger than yours, but again, not a lot. They just targeted those keywords in some specific areas that you didn't with your content. 18 traffic coming to their site and 6 on the organic keywords. Like, this is still way low. I mean, I would expect a whole lot more than that traffic coming to their site. Tree service, McDonough, Georgia, they're in position 3. They're getting 9 of that 60 traffic, so about a sixth of that. Tree removal, McDonough, Georgia, it's 50 searches a month on that. They're getting position 6, so about 10% of that being in 6 traffic being in position 4, and then they're in position 9 and 11, so they're really not getting hardly any of that traffic in the Stockbridge keyword. So I'm going to show you total tree solutions just to show you that real quick. They talk about expert tree removal. They've got that listed. Again, lacking on the content. They've got some things well, but they're just sitting ducks to get beat on the content side. 0 on the domain rating, 6 on the URL rating. 14 traffic coming to their site, 8 different keywords, and really kind of doing this about a similar amount as what that 9 Oak is doing. Now, I am going to show you the Atlanta market just so you can see. So King Experts came up when I typed in. You can see how they have a lot more content, professional tree removal, proper tree care. You've got tree removal and tree trimming. See how they bolded those keywords. Tree removal as the link. They've got arborist as a keyword. They've done some things well, but not like I would like to do it from the local search standpoint. So, but let's look at see how that's doing for them. So I'm going to go to their overview real quick, and while that loads, it's going to show they've got a 10 on the domain rating, 57 traffic coming through 20 different keywords. And looking at those keywords, Tree Service Atlanta, 400 people are searching for that each month, and they got 10th being in position 12. I like to say that you're going to be in the top 3, and that's going to bring a whole lot more traffic. So tree service fit with Georgia. I know that's probably about as far east as you guys or west as you guys are going. 100 searches a month for that. They got 10 traffic. So some good search volume in the Fayetteville area. Another 80 for tree removal. If you look down to Noonan, I know that's a little bit further than where you guys want to go. There's 90 search over there. But let's look and see if they're showing any Atlanta. Yeah, tree service in Atlanta, 250 searches a month there. You've got 400 for tree service Atlanta. You've got tree removal Atlanta, Georgia, another 90 searches a month. So, if you hit to that Georgia market, if that was somewhere you wanted to play, there's definitely, probably 600-800 search volume over there with those keywords. But that's it in a nutshell as far as like how we do what we do. It's all content, backlinks, citations, getting all of that right on your site, and then just doing the monthly amount of link building and other content additions that we do to help boost and strengthen your site. If this is something that you'd like to discuss further on, like how do we do this for you, and what would that really look like from an ROI standpoint, we base everything off of ROI. We're giving people that were at the show our show prices. So you can reach me at 479-318 I'm sorry, 479-318-8818. And would love to have that conversation with you just about how we can help you grow and get 2026 off to a bang. Thanks.